Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will be showcasing you all the cool gestures and shortcuts on REALME 14T. Let's begin! Luckily for us, we can access a nice gestures and shortcuts list if we go to the settings, then scroll down a little and go into accessibility and convenience. And right here we have a nice section called Windows and Gestures. As you can see, the list is pretty big, so let's get through each and every one of them. First is the split view option. As you can see, we can enable and disable this option right here, and with that we can free finger swipe for the split view. So it should work something like this. But settings unfortunately are not supported by the split view, so let's go to my files, maybe, and Netflix for some reason. So now let's try to go Netflix. And now we can, for example, go to our my files. And now we have two applications at the same time using the split view. We can now adjust it if you want to, but I'm going to just delete this. As we have whole tutorials on the split screen view, and the same goes with flexible window, which is a bit more complicated. Because as you can see, we have a few different options to enable the flexible window, and we have also a nice little tutorial on how to swipe up, how to enable the flexible window. As I said before, I'm not going to dive too deep into that because we do have other tutorials that are completely focused on the floating window and split view especially. Anyway, going down we have other more not very specific things. So both of these, both our split view and flexible window are related to the window and the applications window. The other one is also the one-handed mode, which we can easily enable right here, and it will let us use certain applications in the one-handed mode. So we should be able to just use it like right now, but sometimes it's not really working. I have no idea why. It's probably because we are using something that is scrollable, so maybe go to the messages. We can continue as hard. But as you can see, sometimes it's just not working, or maybe I don't really know how to activate it. But you can enable the one-handed mode on in here. Sorry about that. Anyway, going down we have screenshot options, and in the screenshot options we have many different shortcuts, as there are many shortcuts for taking screenshots. The first one is free finger swipe down and free finger touch and hold. They both work the very similar way. The free is just something like this. In order to take... we have even a nice gesture tutorial. Cool. That's cool. But as you can see, we have 3 ways to take a screenshot. We can just swipe with 3 fingers in order to take a screenshot of a whole screen. We can press and hold in order to do a partial screenshot, just like that. And you can also press the power button and the volume down button, I believe. Oh, maybe not like that. In order to take screenshot this way. Going back to the settings, we also have a nice tutorial if we want to, and here we can also disable, for example, the screenshot sounds or screenshot notifications if we found them annoying. Anyway, going back, we have screen recording option. In here we don't really have a nice shortcut, unfortunately. At least I didn't really found it. But we can disable the ability to record system sound if you want to. And if you really count it as a shortcut, you can always just enable screen recording from the control center. Usually it's right here, but I can't seem to find it, so we can, press the pencil icon and add screen recording right here. But I have no idea where it is, because screencast is something else. Oh yeah, it's on the last. So we can enable the shortcuts from all of different things, for example even the AliExpress if you want to have them on the control center itself. Anyway, going back, we have the whole gestures and motions. In here, for example, we have the gestures and settings from before, so we can, disable the swipe down with 3 fingers to take a screenshot, for example. And something really cool is turn on or off the torch using volume button whenever the screen is off and whenever we do not have media playback. I think with the torch, the Motorola Chop Chop move is much better. Though it's really cool that you can enable your torch in a pretty quick way on other devices also. Here we also have the off-screen gestures. We can enable those, and now we have many more things. For example, we can enable all of these, all of them, and as you can see, we can go through all of these. So, for example, if we lock our screen this way, I clicked them. It's not working for some reason. That's interesting. Maybe, okay, it's only working on the lock screen probably. Yeah. So now, for example, you can do a V letter, and I think it's supposed to open something, but it's almost working. I'm not sure why it's not working. But as you can see, the V should... Oh, okay, the V is open. Okay, never mind. Let's check it now, if the V works. Yeah, the V works. I just didn't know that because, my phone was laying on the desk. But unlocking our phone and going further, we have other nice shortcuts that require you to draw on the lock screen. For example, you can draw the upside down V in order to launch calculator, to launch Gemini, or to launch recorder. I'm not going to test every one of them, but I will show you the calculator one. Now we have to just unlock our phone, and we are greeted with a nice calculator, which is a really cool option. And to be honest, I think it's all for this video, because then we also have just the quick launch, which, requires you to add a fingerprint and will automatically, you can read it right here, touch and hold the fingerprint sensor until icons appear, and then without lifting your finger, you can just switch and move your finger to open your applications without lifting your finger. It's pretty easy gesture, and I don't find it that cool, but yeah, it's here if you care. But yeah, I think it's all for this video. If you found it useful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.